Now, I'm going to ask you to do something that you've never done on our show. Sing. For all the love you give to me, how could I ever repay? I owe you. Said I owe you, babe, for everything you done for me. How could I ever repay? I owe you. Yeah, I didn't have the sound on. I'm glad I checked that. Excuse me. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video for you guys. Please make sure you start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button, which is located right below this video. And if you're watching the Scorpion Show for the first time, I hope that before the end of this video, you click that subscribe button, which is also below this video. Also, make sure that you please share this video on Twitter and Facebook. So, you know, we got some topics to talk about. The first thing we're going to start with is the Scorpion Show Barbecue. This is our second annual barbecue, and we'll be celebrating 5 years of the Scorpion Show next week. That is 5 long years. I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. You know, well, we've done a lot in 5 years. So next Thursday will make our 5th year anniversary, August 15th. And then that Saturday is the barbecue. It's going to be a block party. It's going to be held at 22nd and Berks. That's in North Philadelphia. You know, so if you don't know where that is, you could Google it if you're going to come. You're going to have to Google it, of course, if you're coming.
Tell them how to spell Berks.
B-E-R-K-S. It's inside the more info box. The link is there, and it'll take you to the Facebook page. And so far, I say 300 people is coming. When they say like 300 people coming, I know that they expect around 150 people. It might be a little bit more. You just never know. I'm just really excited for this barbecue. We haven't even begun to go shopping yet for the barbecue, but we have been doing a lot of planning for this barbecue. So I'm just excited to see everybody, meet everybody. I'm excited to get my drink on. You know, I'm not going to dance like that, but I'm excited to dance with you guys too. You know, I might do a little electric slide or a Cupid shuffle or a little wobble here and there. But all that other stuff, like twerking and stuff, I can't do that. But Mikkel will sure be twerking out there for y'all. It's going to be from 2 to 8. We're probably going to start serving food like around 4 o'clock. 3:30, 4 o'clock, because you know we got to get the food and all of that stuff ready. We have been accepting donations for this barbecue. I'm going to say thank you to the 40 people who have donated to the Scorpion Show barbecue so far. You know, y'all could have sent $1 or $5. A lot of people sent more, and we are very appreciative to that. So we say thank you to some people that has been like, well, why y'all asking for money and stuff? It's not none of your business. It's not none of your concern.
Address that.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, you know, some people always want to have something to say.
And they're going to continue to have it. But I want to give a shout out to those who did donate.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to address that. I want to give a special shout out to actress Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer Lewis, I got a text message last night from Jennifer Lewis's manager. Of course, you all know that we interviewed Jennifer Lewis. Was it this year or last year? Late last year, we interviewed actress Jennifer Lewis on the Scorpion Show. We did a Skype interview. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure you guys check it out.
Yeah, that was good.
I got a text message last night from her manager saying that, letting me know that Jennifer donated $100 to the Scorpion Show barbecue, which I thought was really nice. That was something that she didn't have to do. And she also wanted to let me know that since her interview, she's been getting a lot of people coming up to her saying that they saw her on our show or quoting different things from our show to her. So shout out to all of you out there who have seen her on the show and then saw her and then told her, you know. So thank you to everybody. But like I said, I want to thank Jennifer for that donation, and I also want to thank everybody else who donated. Like Kevin said, whether it was $1, $5. We are doing this donation, and it's a barbecue because I explained this to someone, and I've been explaining this to a few people, not in regards to the barbecue, but just in regards to different things. Kevin and I are only 2 people. We've been doing this by ourselves for 5 long years. Let me just say that one more time.
Say it loud enough.
We've been doing this by ourselves for 5 years. We've had people come and we've had people go. But we have remained for 5 long years doing this by ourselves. We are not rich. We ain't poor, but we ain't rich. And because we wanted to give back to those of you that support us and watch us and have been watching us for such a long time, whether it's been 5 years or a year or 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be, we wanted to say thank you by throwing this barbecue. Now, of course, like I said, we ain't rich. So yes, we asked for donations. And for those of you that donated without even asking us a question of why it is, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because this is all going back for y'all. Kevin ain't getting none of this money. I'm not getting none of this money. This money is going back to y'all. Thank you for those of you who have donated, and thank you for those of you that will donate. Okay? 5 long years.
I'm trying to find a nice place to sell cake.
Where is Ashley One Down Face? Because she needs to make us a 5th year anniversary video. Because the videos that she was making for us in the past were awesome.
I think she just disappeared.
I haven't seen her in a long time.
I was in the process of just gonna do a video of myself. Cause I know how to. Oh, bitch! I know. Don't do it.
I'm just saying.
Did y'all see that? First of all,
I'm just saying,
wait, why that bitch go like that?
I'm just saying, you know. Because you know Ashley is a pro at the editing, and she's picking like this.
She tried it.
And you know Ashley's a pro at the editing, and she's also a pro at picking the right songs and the right clips. She knows how to go back.
Yeah, but see, I can't. You know, I can't add songs because they'll shut our channel.
Yeah, well, that's why she adds them on her channel, and then we can just, you know.
Yes.
That's why I think it was. I'll look for Ashley.
She just disappeared off the face. I haven't heard from her in so long.
Ashley One Down Face, I think it's her.
It was somebody else, like the Scorpion Show fan, that was taking our clips and
doing Ashley's videos were amazing, though. You have to admit they were.
I didn't say they weren't. Shout out to Ashley, but don't act like
I just don't want nobody to do something and then, you know, because everybody always trying to do stuff on their own and they be like, oh yeah, well I can do it good too. No, you cannot. Child, don't even try because you will embarrass yourself and me. And one thing I don't want to do is be embarrassed. And with that being said,
well, you know what? I'll just let Mikkel edit that video. She tried it. Okay.
Bitch, I wouldn't know where to start and where to. I edit the video. I cut the damn video up.
He might accidentally delete it off the fucking camera.
Well, it said to do this.
Okay. So yeah, we'll see you at the barbecue, and then we're going to go to the after party at XO Lounge. It's going to be a fun day. So take your Red Bull, have a lot of energy, leave your negativity at home. Ain't nobody got time for no fights, no attitudes, none of that. We gonna have some fucking fun.
Well, we don't do that.
I'm just saying, and don't, if you drink, don't get too drunk. Cause last year we Cause I wasn't a mess last year.
No, you weren't, but I'm just saying, you got some nerve to tell somebody not to get too drunk. No. When you go to everybody else's function,
that was last year. Don't bring up old stuff. I feel bad about that. Well, you tried it. You tried it. I would. Let's try it. But we know Mikkel won't be drinking.
Sure,
we know how she gets.
Because I like to see what's going on.
Yes, we need somebody watching the stuff. Right. if you do drink, I mean, I do ask that you please bring a bottle, okay? Just bring one bottle. You ain't got to bring.
I mean, we're gonna have liquor
bottles,
there.
yeah, but just bring a bottle too.
But this is also BYOB cookout too.
Yes.
You know, so if you want to get turned up and don't want to share, hey, it's your bottle. You ain't got to share.
We're gonna have a.
And don't let nobody tell you have to share your own bottle when you pay for it either.
We're gonna have a.
Because you know some people will be out there and say, well, how come you ain't sharing? Because that's my liquor and I paid for it.
Don't be like that.
No, you can be like that.
Don't be like
No, you can. You know why you can be like that? I'm gonna tell you why you can be like that.
No,
it can't
wait.
But I haven't even started talking.
Go ahead. You got the fucking nerve, bitch. As much as you cut me off,
that's right.
Trying.
That's right.
Don't do that.
No, or do you want me to talk or you gonna
No,
talk?
I'm gonna talk.
Okay, you go ahead, then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say it shouldn't be. See, wait. You gonna have to edit that. Go ahead.
Why?
Cause if it's BYOB, it
you
might
have to edit. What are you editing it for? But you already said you can bring your own bottle.
No, if it's BYOB, then people are going to be drinking that shouldn't be drinking. That's why we're getting the wristbands. So people.
Oh, I didn't even know we were still getting. Well, you know, well. As again, as of course, as you know, what is it? What
and I say?
History has a way of repeating itself. Again, nobody informed me that this was still going on. I didn't know we were still getting the wristbands.
Yes,
because ain't nobody informed me.
I'm not getting in trouble for nobody out there.
That's
right. They said when that permit came, it said you are responsible for everything that goes on that day.
Well then, okay, well, correction. Don't bring your own bottle. I guess you told me that. I agree with you. Because if you get in trouble, I won't have nothing to do with that because I don't listen.
I'm going to tag McKell's name right along with it.
They'll say
the Scorpion Show Barbecue.
They'll say who? I'll say, K. Sarah. Me no speaker, no English. This is not my house. I don't live here.
Yes. So let's start this video off by talking about the North Carolina pastor who showed up to work at the church. He goes up to his normal parking spot and finds out that he don't work there no more.
What church is this?
It's called the Mount Carmel or Mount Olive? Mount Salem Church of North Carolina. I was looking for the name because I really wanted to call them on camera because they let him go because he attended a Rick Ross concert. Now, they said that this is not the first time that he's ever attended, I guess, a secular concert.
A young pastor?
Yeah, he's 26 years old. And they said
he's a few years older than me.
You don't work here no more. But I think it's so shady of the church. Instead of calling him and telling him don't show up,
right?
Y'all let him find out by him driving all the way to work. Because gas ain't cheap these days. It ain't been cheap for the past 5 years.
To work he probably had.
And you don't know how long he had to drive to get there to find out you don't work here.
But then not only that, he probably had his sermon all written out.
Yes. Ready
First
to go.
of all, they had a meeting. Because that's what churches
do. Yeah, they did. They sure did.
You have to have a meeting. And when you
vote him out.
going to vote a pastor in and vote him out. But when did you decide that you were going to tell him? Because that's the part. See, this is why I don't live here. See, that's the part that's troubling everybody. If you don't want him to be the pastor of the church no more because you feel as though his secular ways are and not conducive with the way y'all are running your church, then fine. I can't tell you to keep him because of that. I don't agree with it, but this is y'all church. And you know this is the people's church. Like the pastor always says, this is not my church, this is everybody's church. And if y'all want to vote me out, y'all can vote me out if y'all want to. But I think that it's wrong when you vote someone out and then you don't even give them the decency of calling them or even calling them in to say, look, we're going to have a meeting with you and we don't want you in this church no more. We don't want you to be pastor no more. Y'all let him drive all the way to church, and he's going to look for his parking spot. Well, what the? Why is Mother Ebby in my parking spot?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's ask God.
Mother Ebby's gonna come out and say, because this is not the parking spot no more. Chump.
Let me just tell you, I think sometimes churches can be too strict when it comes to stuff. To tell people, you can't tell people what kind of music they can listen to, what kind of TV shows they can watch, what clothes they can wear. I think that's a little bit too extreme. If the pastor want to go to a Rick Ross concert, let him go ahead and go to a Rick Ross concert. He know God, he know Jesus, he knows what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he gave some great sermons, but to just get rid of him like that, that's too shady. Y'all got too many shady members on the board to even just have a secret meeting and then not have the decency to tell him. Look at y'all. Like, how would you feel if you showed up to work and they told you you don't work here no more without giving you any notification? So y'all gotta treat people the way y'all want to be treated. And if that was your rules, like if that's your rules, that's your rules. But I'm not here for those kind of rules. You know, I'm just not here for that. That's just like me saying, well, I'm getting rid of Mikkel because this bitch keep going to straight clubs and he gotta be all gay if he gonna be working with me and I just replace him with somebody. That's fucking wrong. First of all, why would I even have a rule like that? I wouldn't do anything dumb like that. But, you know, I feel sorry for the pastor. But you know what? Go ahead and create your own church where you don't judge people by the things that they do. In their private life. I mean, in their private life, you're going to a Rick Ross concert. That's just like saying nobody in the church can go to Beyonce. And I know a lot of y'all mother effers went to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, well, let me
to go see Beyonce.
Okay. Let me ask you this, okay? So, in their private lives.
Yes.
So, how do you feel about a pastor messing around with another man in his private life?
Now, see, that's all. Is he married or is he not married?
If he's not married.
If he's not married, that's his business. And my people in the church is not going to go for it.
Because you know we were reading that article about that.
Yeah, about that pastor last week. Yes, he was a fine ass pastor. And, oh, you is a mess. God ain't gonna like that.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
You thought he had the Holy Ghost last week.
Okay.
Woo. Let me tell you. And now, you know, our
Pope, Molly, I'm sweating.
Our Pope said if you gay now, he's like, that's your business. Like, that's what I always think it should be. It should be.
Oh, now he's your Pope.
Well, I'm Catholic. I can't change it. But I'm just saying, do you stop worrying about what everybody is doing? If people want to get married because they're gay, let them be gay. Shout out to Raven Simone. She said she was gay without saying she was gay, but she said she was gay a long time ago. And they had to tell nobody, you know? But she said, I could finally get married. Yay, praise my government. And people are like, oh, was she coming out? Like, y'all late. Y'all are really, really late, for real. But shout out to her. Shout out to people that want to live their life the way they want to live their life. You should not be judged by how you live your life because you went to a Rick Ross concert. And I seen, what's that, Pastor Drew's son from that show?
The Shears?
Yeah, he got a damn rap single out. Did his mother kick him out the church?
But you knew they had something to say.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Okay. Oh, you know they did. Because the father's a bishop and the mother's first lady. So you know.
Baby, when I seen the picture on his Instagram,
they had something to say about that. But he said, fuck it. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yes.
Because he already got his son out of wedlock.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So let's try
what you call him, the black sheep? See that little black sheep by the shears?
Okay.
I don't know.
You know they had something to say. What? You think they didn't? Karen Clark Sheard with those wigs? You think she didn't have something to say? I know she didn't.
Oh, God.
But I digress.
Yes. Shout out to all the gospel girls out there.
Shout out to the Clark sisters.
Yes. So, B.E.T. B.E. mother effing T is getting sued by B. Scott.
It's B. Scott.
Shout out to B. Scott. Because you remember when we told y'all on July the 1st about him having a little argument with BET
over them not allowing him to be himself on the red carpet after they hired him knowing how he was or knowing how he was portrayed or how he carried himself, and then they hired him and then told him,
get that makeup off that face.
Yeah, we want you to
take them pills off.
And we thought that was a little weird because you hired him for being him. Mm-hmm. And then once you get him, you don't want him to be him. You want him to be imitation.
You want him to be masculine.
Yeah, which didn't make any sense. You know what? Big ups to B. Scott.
Mm-hmm.
for taking this a step farther. Because now we're just finding out that BET didn't even pay him.
Yeah. Because, I have gotten the tea.
BET Awards was almost 2 months ago.
Yeah.
A month ago.
At
the end of June. A month and a half ago. And you don't pay.
Right, they have not paid him, so he's suing for that. He's suing for wrongful termination, discrimination, gender discrimination. Oh, I read the thing.
Did they fire him?
Wrongful termination.
When did they fire him?
I guess because they won't pay him. I guess I don't know.
Oh, I guess after he exposed their asses, then they probably said, "Well," and
then they gave him this half-ass apology. I don't get BET. Y'all want people to now look. Y'all had people on your channel Yeah, it's channel. I'm thinking YouTube channels. Y'all had people on your channel that talked about bulimia. You had people talk about dark skin and everything. Races, different races. You talk about the Trayvon Martin, Oscar Grants. But I'm really thinking, I've never seen BET discuss gay issues. I've never seen BET have a special, not on 106 in Park, talking about how homophobic people can be and how it's wrong. I've never seen them do that.
And they're not going to. Why they're not going to? Because they have homophobic people working for them. They have homophobic people working over at 106 in Park. They even have homophobic people coming on their show as guests. Did I just ruffle a few feathers over BET? I think I did.
So I'm gonna need BET to get it together.
This is why you've never seen something like that. And to be quite honest with you, I've never seen it either. If it has happened, please, I would be glad to see a link so I can watch it. But from my understanding, I've never seen it before. And I haven't seen it recently. Okay? I'm not saying that you have to go every month and dwell on it, but I mean, we do have Black History Month in this country. We have Breast Cancer Awareness Month in this country. And I'm sure BT highlights those different months. 106 in Park highlights those different months when it comes around. Why not? Because doesn't gays have their own month? Or no?
Gays. I think June. I know.
Well, they have their own week.
Yeah, but every city has their own pride.
And there's many homosexuals that sit in the audience at 106 in Park.
Okay, who they stand for?
Okay, when they stand. Yeah, okay. Because I know you don't think all those men, when Beyonce's there, are all straight. I'm just saying. No, I really am just saying because I don't.
You know
what? I am. So yeah, BT. I'm gonna need for y'all to get it all the way together. Because now y'all are starting to look real. First of all, y'all been looking real. Like, is this a joke? Like, after, what's his name? Bob Johnson? Bob
Johnson.
After he left, not saying that things were, but it seemed like BT was on a track that you knew where this train was going, where Bob Johnson was running the ship. Now, you don't know where things are going. And I hate to say it because, Deborah Lee, we've known in the past that women can be strong and they are very smart. And women are the ones that know how to keep shit going. But Deborah Lee, you don't seem to be, your channel network is going all over the place.
That's the word, network. Mm-hmm.
It's going all over the place. How do you hire somebody like B. Scott for being B. Scott? Mm-hmm. And then once you get him on board, you then tell him, oh no, you can't do that because we don't really want you. But then you have somebody else telling him, no, you can do it. Then no, you can't do it. And then y'all don't even pay him.
Because B. Scott had, I looked at the papers.
I'm sure he did.
He was like, on May.
Oh, because the gays keep the receipts.
Yeah, she said on May 16th, I was having dinner with Mariah Carey, Randy Jackson.
Right. And don't let Mariah get involved.
Okay.
What?
Mariah probably one that set that up. Like, get him on there. Like, let's get him on the show. And Steve Hill thought it was a good idea.
Mariah Carey probably called him. Mariah Carey probably called him and told him to.
Okay.
Because Mariah are good girlfriends. And good girlfriends talk behind closed doors.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
And if BT was smart, they'd stop fucking with B. Scott, especially when he's friends with Mariah Carey.
So now I don't know if he's going to get that 2.5 mil.
I don't think he's going to get that.
But he's going to get a nice little settlement check.
And even if he doesn't get a settlement check, this will be something that BET will have to be. They'll be put on their toes with this one. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, okay, now people are looking at us as a homophobic network. And that ain't something that y'all want.
Because it's already tough because black people don't accept gays. And then you have that, what's the word I'm looking for? That stereotype of all gay men are all
flamboyant.
Oh, it's just the best. BET, y'all need to do a special on it, and I'll be right there. If y'all ask me to do the little commentary on the side, I'll be right there to talk about it.
Right.
Yeah, and shout out to Tyler Perry because I made an observation last night on watching the Have and the Have-Nots. He has a gay character on there named Jeffrey, and he's not feminine at all. Like, if you look at him, you wouldn't think that he's gay, but he's gay. So shout out to Tyler Perry for actually having a gay character on television that's
what does
not
that
flamboyant.
mean?
What?
If you look at him, you wouldn't think that he was gay.
Like,
what
you know, like, now you know.
No.
Here we go with the words.
I'm just saying. You know why? Let me tell you something. No. Just listen to me. No, you don't have to answer. And I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. But I want you to hear what you just said. Because I don't want, because listen, I'm trying to save from, because you know, these people, they catch on to what we say and they call us out on it.
Okay, but let's say.
But let me just say this. Let me say what I have to say, so you can hear what I have to say, so you can better remember in the future not to say it again. Because you just said about BET, you were tired of them having these gay characters out there that were flamboyant, this, that, and the third. But then you turned around and said, "Oh, I'm happy Tyler Perry doesn't have a gay character that looks like he's gay."
Yeah.
Yeah. So then basically you're saying that Tyler Perry doesn't have a gay character that BET is always portraying us to be.
But what does that mean?
What it means is what you're saying is with BET. Look, BET, not all gay people are like how you portray us in your movies.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is true, because they're not all like that. But then you turn around and say, in Tyler Perry, you have a character on there that doesn't even look like he's gay. Basically saying he don't look like the ones that BET is showing.
No, that's not even to say like the ones BET.
No, but I'm saying, but
that's just in general.
But my question is,
listen, I'll say it. Sometimes you can look at a person and say he's gay.
Yeah.
Without them opening their mouth. When y'all had that guy on her show.
Kirk. Rashida's husband.
Oh, you tried.
I don't care about that.
You know what I'm saying? So they're not over the top. You know, like it just doesn't give you I'm a feminine male.
But the point that I'm trying to make
he's giving you I'm a masculine male. I can cross like. I'm not clockable.
But see, the point that I'm trying to make, the point that I'm trying to say is only because you know people catch on to what we say and they want to drag us under the bus.
They can drag me because I know my heart.
When I made a joke on our last video about calling, blaming Thomas Edison for the cell phones. Clearly, Thomas Edison did not invent the telephone. But yet there were people leaving comments, "Oh, Mikhail, you so stupid. That was Alexander Graham Bell." And I'm thinking like, but I clearly said I was joking. But they didn't catch that joking part. They hear what they want to hear. That's why I said be careful with your words. Because people hear what they want to hear.
Well, I think...
They didn't hear that part when I said the joking part.
Yeah, I heard it.
And see,
I remember it.
I was listening to you. And so I wanted you to be careful what you said because, you know, people will try to drag... Now, mind you, I hate when people try to drag you on something that you said and then they totally miss the point or the purpose of the topic that you were talking about.
Sounds like this girl that wrote me today on Twitter, because I had to block her today because we talking about the B. Scott situation. She gonna say, well, when you work for different jobs, sometimes you can't wear what you want to wear and blah blah blah. I said clearly, sweetheart, you did not read the lawsuit. You didn't read it, and it has in there. I have worked for BET twice. For 106 and Park, and it was never issued on what I wore and the makeup I had on my face and my hair.
Because he's been on 106 and Park quite a few times.
Yes. So this time they say, bitch, we want you to slick your hair back, get that makeup off, take those fucking heels off.
Because they probably had a few sponsors complaining. Let me tell you something. Networks like that only do things when their sponsors start complaining. Why? Because they don't want to lose sponsors. Why? Because if they lose a sponsor, what do they lose? Money.
But, I mean, these sponsors better not be complaining about...
You never know. You never know.
Well, I know he said one of the sponsors...
You know why? Because BET represents the black culture. And as much as BET may deny it, BET also represents a strong black man. This is one of the reasons why you rarely see anything about homosexuals unless it's us being portrayed as flamboyant or feminine.
Yes,
or
girl.
Holiday Heart, mind you, I have yet to ever see that movie.
What?
No, I
now you talking about movies I haven't seen.
But that's not a movie that interests me.
Holiday Heart is a good ass movie.
It's not a movie that would ever.
Bitch. Holiday Heart.
I don't get into.
Yes, Pay LaBelle. You better fucking work that role, bitch. You need to see Holiday Heart. It was a good movie with Ving Rhames.
Just
anyway,
like you let. Never mind.
Don't talk about Titanic.
I'm not going to just talk about Titanic.
Oh god. Okay. I haven't seen a lot of movies.
Yeah, you have. But you haven't seen a lot of classics.
I need
Holiday Heart is not a classic.
It is a classic.
It's a TV classic.
It's a black classic.
I am more feature films.
Well, go ahead.
Not straight to DVD.
Don't do that.
I'll leave that to
go
you.
see Holiday Heart. It's good.
Go see
and
it.
As much as BET
Where can you
show
go see
it, get them. I'm pretty sure it's not on Netflix.
No.
But you can watch it on.
No, I don't want to watch it
on demand.
I don't want to watch it.
They got all movies on demand. You can watch for like $2.
The only movie I ever loved Ving Rhames in was Rosewood.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, that was a great film.
That was like 15 years ago.
1997. And you know what's so upsetting to me? Because now, as I look back at it today, because at that time when that movie came out, I wasn't really a big movie buff. But now that I look back at it now, that movie was snubbed on so many levels when it came to award season, even the Academy Awards. Because that movie could have been nominated for Best Picture, and Esther Rolle could have been nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
Wasn't she kind of like
her character was like the grandmother in the film, and she was killed. That film was, and it was based on a true story. And the fact that at the time when they made that movie, they still had some of the African American people who were kids at the time living and actually giving their input on the movie and stuff like that, to have it. It was really, really a good movie. Now, of course, the whole movie probably wasn't historically accurate. Not a lot of based on the true story films are, but it was just a really good, powerful film. And I look back at it now and said that movie was snubbed on so many ways. But hey, a lot of our black movies are, just like a lot of our black actors are.
Mm-hmm. And it will still continue to happen.
And it will continue to happen.
Like I need for once for Angela Bassett to win an Academy Award
instead of being nominated.
Yes, and I need Loretta Devine to be nominated for an Oscar. Like somebody, I need one of these directors.
I'm tired of her getting nominated for her stress.
Yes, and nominated for NAACP. Put her in a motherfucking role where she could get nominated for an Oscar. I'm tired of these big black budget films coming out, and Loretta's not in them. Like The Butler. Oh, The Butler.
That's gonna be.
Bitch.
But wait a minute. Let me tell you something. I was thinking about that today because I seen a clip of her on CNN doing an interview, and I said, "Let me tell you something. Lee Daniels is doing the damn thing because he said, who the fuck are we gonna put out there to promote this movie? Oprah. Okay.
Yeah, she did.
And she's
CBS,
not even a star.
NBC, and ABC.
Kelly and Mike was on this damn show.
And then she did Gail Show for a whole hour. Okay. That's support right there.
Okay.
My sister.
And everybody's gonna.
When my sister was on stage, killing it like a
that's more support that you see in Beyonce and Kelly. What? Did I go there? I went there.
Baby, if Gail King can write a song, bitch. If Gail, when Oprah was on TV, slaying it like a motherfucker, I was at home, cooking in my fucking kitchen.
That Oprah bought me. She takes Oprah everywhere. Because you ever look at the pictures and be like, how the fuck did Gail get to this event? Okay? How did she make it to that event? Oh, she was Oprah's friend.
Okay.
And then half the time Oprah and Gail and don't even go. Until you go.
You know, if I had, I would take my friends everywhere too. Yeah. You know?
No, Oprah takes her one friend.
Okay.
You know, Gail's that one bitch that Oprah knows that she ain't gonna say a motherfucking thing. Even when I die, Oprah said, I know this bitch ain't gonna say shit. Gail is one of those friends that she's gonna take it to the grave. You know how I know Gail is one of those type of bitches that take shit to the grave? You wanna know how I know?
You never hear a scandal about Oprah.
No, you wanna know how I know? Because Gail is that loyal bitch. She's a loyal bitch.
She's very loyal.
You know how I know she's loyal? Because she's been loyal to that same wig for almost 20 fucking years. That's a loyal fucking bitch. I mean, Gail will get dressed to the nines, but that wig will stay on her head.
Okay.
I have never seen that wig pulled back in a ponytail.
Never. She always had that one little.
That wig.
Yes. Shout out to Gail King.
Oprah said,
baby,
want to find a loyal bitch? Find one that has had worn a wig for 20 years.
Gail's so many jobs.
Okay.
Even the show might not do well,
but she
still got a job.
I turned on TV one day and she was on CBS Morning News. I said, what the fuck is going on? Oprah don't pay anything. Oprah had Gail as the producer, the executive producer, the head of management, the hiring and the firing, the head of HR. Oprah said Gail is, and then she had the nerve to have an episode with her on her show when they drove across the country.
Yes!
Remember that? And they got on each other's nerves. And Oprah still kept Gail around. Why? Because she said, that's a loyal bitch. She wore that wig throughout that whole road trip.
Oh, yeah. Iyanla. She ain't going to tell on. Now, see, now, Iyanla, that's all different story.
Now, Iyanla, I love Iyanla.
Yeah.
But Iyanla started talking.
Okay. Because I remember.
You remember what?
Okay, did you see them? They was like, she's like, Oprah, no, it wasn't even like that.
Okay.
It wasn't, no, because, bitch, you had your own intention.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
You got to hear me. She's like, you got to hear me.
Because Oprah said no, because when Barbara Walters came calling, you went running.
Okay, she's like, no, and I feel like you backed me into that corner.
Okay.
Oh, you gonna try to get me, bitch? Okay, go on.
But look where she's at now.
Yeah, they back together.
They back together.
And they talking and everything, and that's how friendships work.
That's right.
Now, speaking of Iyanla, fix my life.
Okay.
Because, you know, I seen the episode on Saturday night, and I was sitting here like, oh, my God.
Because I wasn't home.
Yeah, and this story reminded me of my family. Like, 19 people. You had, first of all, I'll say 19
you had
people.
14.
No, I'm just saying, but it was 14 people in that house, but it's 19 because, you know, he moved in 14 people in the house, didn't even tell his wife
until the day before.
Until the day before that, I'm bringing these people in this house.
Help me hold it.
And this is just how it's going to be. And, you know, Iyanla, she had all the girls, she showed the family everything. She had everybody sitting outside. Grown-ass people. She had everybody sit outside. And she told the wife, you going with me. You going to be the queen for the day. She sent her in the limo, sent her on her way for the rest of the day. So she talks to the family.
The husband.
The husband.
The son.
The son. The
daughter,
nephew.
Hold on, let me say it. The husband. The son. The daughter. The husband's sister. The nephew. And there was the niece, but the niece wasn't there in the beginning. She came later and then decided she wanted to leave.
Okay.
Okay?
She really tried. We're going to get on her in a second. Yeah. But, you know, Iyanla wanted to know what was going on. What the fuck was going on?
Can I tell the story? So basically...
no, bitch. We want to tell it together.
So basically...
Yes. So
Iyanla asked them, so what's going on? Why am I here?
And everybody had a problem with the queen
mother,
bitch.
The mother who wasn't there.
Yes.
She's a bitch. She's this. She's that. She's always complaining. You talk to her 1 minute, then she got an attitude the next minute. She always got something to say. She's not nice no more. She drinks. She has a drinking problem. So Iyanla said, wait a minute. So this woman is being a bitch in her house.
Yes.
That's where
she got your mouth together.
When she said in my house, I mean in her house, that's when the Holy Spirit started running through my left arm.
She said you got something to say.
Then somebody said something about her drinking. So then the gal said, "Oh, so she's a drunk in her house." Then the Holy Spirit started running through my right arm. Started working. Yes, it did. then the nephew Jamal, whatever his name is, started saying, "Oh yeah, she's a witch. She climbs on her broom and she just flies around the house causing havoc." So Iyanla says she's a witch and she climbs on her broom in her house.
And that's her broom.
On her broom in her house.
Yes.
And that's when the Holy Spirit took over my whole body. You know why? Because the point that Iyanla was making was this is her house. And y'all are just tenants in her house. How dare you come in her house and tell her about her attitude in her house? Yeah. This woman, because in the beginning, we didn't know as a looking audience what the problem was with this woman. All we knew was from what the family was telling us that this woman had a problem with her drinking and her attitude. But then come to find out, this woman some years back had a baby, gave birth to a baby, and a week after her giving birth, lost her baby. So at this point, after she lost her baby, she just went into this emotional decline. She couldn't talk about it with anybody, or she didn't know how to talk about it with anybody. And so she kept all that anger and stuff in. Granted, she may have definitely been, or she was definitely going in and getting nasty with her family. But when you don't have somebody to talk to, or when you don't know how to properly express your feelings because you feel as though the people that you're expressing your feelings to ain't gonna understand it, then yeah, you cave and you keep a lot of that stuff in. We even had this same similar discussion with Michelle Williams when she was on our show, and we talked to her about depression and all this, you know, all that different type of stuff. Instead of the husband who was the head of the household, who invited his family, mind you, this was his family, who invited his family into him and his wife's home, and just sat back and let his family talk to and say whatever they wanted to say about his wife and her house. Instead of him as a man and as the head of the household coming up and saying, honey, baby, what is the problem? Let's talk about it. He just sat back and let his nephew and let his niece and let his own kids say what they wanted to say about his wife.
It's not even just him. Because first of all, we're dealing with grown-ass people. When you got grown-ass people
in another grown-ass person's house.
You mean to tell me if the husband can't see something, you mean to tell me Renita or Lakeela or the daughter?
Because Renita said that she had a good relationship with the husband's sister.
And most women know when another woman is hurt.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me this good relationship, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but you know, it was just speaking to me this right now because you know, I kept jumping up like I was in church. You mean to tell me as another woman, you couldn't see that there was something wrong with this woman that you claimed that you had a good relation on and off again relationship with? Like, it just was mind-boggling to me. And they really painted this picture of this woman as she being like this horrible bitch.
Even the husband said, oh, she's just a bitch.
But she had a reason for being a bitch. Because first of all, she had a husband who invited his family. Mind you, one of his nieces with how many kids did she have?
4.
4 kids.
All jumping around on a trampoline, but they ain't asked to be here.
4 kids, but all together, 9 kids. She has her husband who invites his sister, his nephew, his niece, and 9 kids into their home, and he don't even tell his wife until the day before they move in. And then they are confused at why she's upset. Let me remind you, upset in her own home. Thank you, Iyanla Vanzant, for stressing the fact that it was her home. How dare you as grown people sit there and criticize this woman in her home? You know what? If you got a problem with it, get up and get out. You don't have the right to tell somebody how. Ooh.
Now who that applies to in here?
Let me tell you something.
That applies to a lot of people in this house.
Let me tell you something.
Wow.
I have a huge problem with the way some people raise their kids. I do. Friends and family, I have a huge problem with it. But one thing I have learned is that you can't tell somebody how to raise their child. Why? Because it's their child. Just like you can't go into somebody's house that you think their house is all up in an uproar and tell them how to have a clean house. Okay? You can't do that. Why? Because it is their home. How dare you go into this woman's home and then call her a bitch? Say that she's a witch. Say that she's causing all this havoc in her home, and y'all move the fuck in. If you got a problem with it, get out. How dare you bring 9 kids into this woman's house and complain about this woman's attitude? I would have a fucking attitude too if I had 9 fucking kids running in my house and none of these fucking kids belong to me. I would have a huge problem with that. And then how about this? 4 of the 9 kids don't even go to school.
They homeschooled by Lakeela.
According to the mother of these 4 kids, they're homeschooled. And then when she was asked, well, what curriculum are you teaching them? She couldn't answer that fucking question. Why? Because she don't know, because she's not teaching them.
But she burnt me up. She burnt me up after Iyanla went through all that shit to get this together. This bitch want to say
she don't want to be there no more.
I ain't got time for this bullshit.
She could be handling business.
Yeah, because I had other things to do. That's the demon in your motherfucking house right there. You need to kick her the fuck out.
Common denominator.
Yeah, common denominator. Keep the kids. Get her the fuck out.
Because she's the one, I guarantee you, causing all the havoc.
Yeah. She don't want to do nothing. You can't tell her nothing about her kids. She want to be fucking defensive. Get out. I'm mad at nobody ain't trying to help this woman get counseled. Even the husband, you ain't want to get counseled. But Iyanla pulled that fucking fish out, bitch, and sat it on the table. Said, this stinking ass fish stinks from the head to the tail. Okay? It stinks from the head to the tail.
And she say a fish can't move
and a fish
without the head.
Without the head.
Okay.
And it don't stink from the tail to the head. It stinks from the head to the tail. And what does this mean? You are the head of this house. And everybody is following behind you stinking. Bitch. Which goes back to what Iyanla said.
Yes, thank you.
Remember when I said, Iyanla, how the hell you come up with these concepts? She said, God told me. I can't believe that God told her to go in the lake in Maryland, go find the biggest fish, put it in a box like it's a damn casket, pull it out and say, bam, this is for you. And this fish right there, stinking ass fish.
Thank you, Jesus.
Go off, Iyanla. You better go off.
Oh,
and see, Iyanla.
She told him, and everything behind his head is stinking. Let me tell you something. You know how when somebody says stuff and you be like, bam, I couldn't have said it even any better. Iyanla ate that.
Yes. And then she broke it down another scenario for him and said, and why? And he said, cause I'm
then we found out why everything is stinking, because he's following the pattern that his father laid out for him.
Yes. He's like, I was just hoping that my wife.
And then when he said that was horrible. Because that showed me that he didn't even want to work it out at that time. But then when Iyanla broke it down and told him, women don't like to be in the house together. They don't like to share nothing. They don't like to. And Iyanla just broke it down. Like first of all, it would be a different scenario had you sat down, spoke to your wife about you bringing your family into your home. That would be a different scenario. Because then your wife may have said, you know what? Then it'd be but y'all have issues going on at home that y'all haven't even addressed yet, and yet y'all bringing in, what is it, 14, y'all bringing in 12 other fucking people when y'all haven't even addressed the issues that the two of y'all have together.
And then the son, he's a bitch.
Oh yeah.
First of all, you gonna get mad at Iyanla because Iyanla got you together? This is what I gotta say to everybody that goes on Iyanla Fix My Life. If you can't stand the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen.
Or don't pick up the
pen.
Or
don't even sign your name to be on the show.
Right.
Don't be on there. Cause Iyanla got you together. Now, oh my God, I can't take it because I'm embarrassed. No, bitch, it was fine the way it was before. Now somebody call you out on it. Oh, it's such a bad thing. Sheree did it. DMX did it. I'm pretty sure past guests was over it with Iyanla. Stop going on the show if you don't want the help. Like, don't. I need to talk to my dad. No, fuck that. Stop being a bitch. Stop letting people overrun your family and what's going on. Because you know me, I don't let that go on. But you know, it's because I feel like my family is in this. You know.
Can you imagine?
I can't.
Do you think your family would go on Fix My Life?
I don't know. But first of all, it's going to start with my mother. Yeah. And then it's going to go down. Because, you know, everybody got their own little issue, you know, with stuff that, you know, I would never talk about. Yeah. But, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on. But people, you know, I don't really be like, I don't ask nobody their business. I don't ask no questions. It just is what it is. But you got that one person always running their mouth about how things go on in here. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out. But where did it go? They don't have nowhere to go. So, you know, my mom might say the same thing over and oh, she got to go. Oh, I can't. But where else?
Where is she going to go?
Yeah. Then she would feel guilty if I kicked her out and something happened real. Oh, my God. Yeah, I already know. So that's why I be like, you say all of that, you know. That's why they know that they ain't going to go nowhere because it's never no action behind
the words.
Oh, I'm feeling like I'm going to fix my life.
Let me tell you
it's
something.
like, it's a lot of stuff going on.
Let me tell you something. I was watching, because Kevin told me he was going to show me a clip. That's what I thought I was going to see, a clip. But like I said, and Kevin's my witness, I was watching and the Holy Ghost started working.
I put some of it on last thing.
Okay? I had this, woo! Because you know what? Iyanla broke it down. She broke it down and she didn't leave anything untouched. And then when the nephew kept saying, oh, I'm tired of this, her home.
Yes.
But it is her home. That's not your home. That's your uncle and his wife's home. And how dare you sit here on camera and say you tired of Iyanla saying in her home when it is her home. If you are so tired of it, because he looks like he's grown. Well, he is grown. And he looks like he's older than me and you. If you don't like it, You have one of one option. Not one of two options, not one of three options, not one of four, but one of one options. And that is get the fuck out. If you don't like it.
Yes.
Iyanla Vanzant, again, thank you so much. Yes, we have to talk. Real soon.
I'm waiting for our little day.
We have to have a part 2. Because now I'm starting to feel as though now I'm starting to feel like, girl, I'm going to need Iyanla to come to my church and preach. Okay? Because the way she had me shouting in here, watching this.
That was a really good one.
I think by far, that probably was my favorite episode that I've seen thus far. I've seen a lot of her episodes were good, but I think the way she set them in that front lawn, okay, and told them, she went through each one of them in her home. You got a problem with her attitude in her home. That's something my dad would have told me. Not my mom. My dad would have told me that. My dad would have said, "You don't like the way I'm doing things in my house. You don't like the way my voice is in my house." Do you know what you can do? You can get the fuck out. You don't like it? Get out. Don't you ever go in somebody else's house and tell them how you don't like the way they run in their house. Especially when you are a guest in their house. Help me, Holy Ghost.
Yes. Mind you, she kept saying guest. She's not even saying...
Yes.
She said a guest.
She said because that's what they are. Guest. Meaning at some point, you got to get up and get out. And I love how she put that sign, no vacancy. Because there's too many of y'all flowing through the hallways of this here house. And how the hell you got 4 motherfucking kids? Excuse my language, because I want to. How you got 4 kids and ain't near one of them in school? Where is Child Protective Services? Because let me tell you something. Truth be told, if this woman, Miss Carrie, was a real bitch, like they said she was, her ass would have got on the phone and called Child Protective Services and said, I got my husband's niece up in my house with 4 kids and ain't near one of them going to fuck to school. And you know what? Nobody in that house would have ever known that she called, because you don't even have to tell them who you are. You can just call anonymous.
I need an update with LaKilla.
How dare she have an attitude when this woman didn't even call Child? Because I would have called them on her. I would have called them on her.
I was just mad at her name alone, LaKilla.
LaKilla. Who is her mom? The murderer?
I don't know. I can't.
I can't either.
I can't.
Murder Inc. is her father.
Yes.
I can't with these names. And then she looked like her name would be LaKilla. She had long blonde nappy weave. Not even Beyonce nappy, just nappy. Okay? At least we know where Beyonce's nappy is coming from. It's coming from her working on stage. This girl's hair was just nappy.
So, what's her name?
Help me, Jesus.
Love and Hip Hop.
Help me, Jesus, because you know what? One of these old mornings.
So, you know, we want to talk about Love and Hip Hop. This is our last topic of the day. Let me just say this. I keep saying, I feel like I've been saying the same stuff over and over. That's why I stopped talking about this show. Stevie J, Jocelyn, and Mimi bores the fuck out of me. This storyline has been running on for too long, and you just got 2 dumb women. Dumb. Cause he gonna do this for me, he gonna do that for me. Oh, fuck you, fuck it. Oh, but he alright, like, he alright, he don't really be meaning that. Fuck me, bitch. I'm his slut monkey, blah, blah, blah. What, when you're, Jocelyn, when you're 75 and you wanna look back at yourself, you really gonna be proud of what you portrayed on television? You really gonna be proud of that? Yeah, it's good to have a no-nonsense life. Or not taking no shit. Yeah, attitude. But this takes the cake. Like, I can't even support you. I can't support Mimi. Because Mimi is a comfortable bitch. She's just comfortable. She's comfortable if Stevie's fucking her or not. She's comfortable if Stevie's fucking Jocelyn. If Stevie fucks Shay Mack. Or Stevie put his dick in anybody. She's okay as long as the damn child support check come to the house. Okay. That's what she's comfortable with. I don't get women like that. I will never get women like that. And then you want to sit there and go back. First of all, Mimi, what the fuck did you do to your chest? Because I didn't see no improvements. It just looked like it was there and up. Like it was up, but it was... What the fuck was that? Look, I don't know. Stevie J, you are a nobody. You are still a nobody. You acting like you this big nigga. You might have a nice dick. Hey, you might have a nice dick. Jocelyn satisfied, Mimi satisfied. But what else are you doing? You are treating these women terribly. The excuse for you not having a mother in your life, why you treat these women that way, that's bullshit. Because now you have a daughter. And now that you have a daughter, do you want a man treating your daughter like you're treating Mimi and Jocelyn? Do you really want that? And Jocelyn, stop feeling bad for yourself. No, your mom wasn't there, but you know what? You are there for yourself. If you ain't got nobody else, you got you. This show is helping put clothes on your back, a roof over your head, and all that kind of shit. You can take care of yourself. You ain't got to look like no dumb bitch having your titties and your ass out to sell a no-nine single. Because you ain't got no fucking... Ain't nobody going to really take you serious. What you need to do is think about what you really want to do in life and go after that goal. Because nobody is going to take you serious as an artist. I'm not taking you... I don't give a fuck. You putting your titties in your ass... Come on, sing about something that's real. If you really want to be a singer, if you really want to rap about how your mother wasn't there, how your father wasn't there. Maybe somebody might respect you for that instead of putting your titties and pussy in somebody's face. Who else? K. Michelle. K. Michelle's this new leaf all of a sudden. Now, girl.
Now she don't care about nothing.
Yes.
Now she's a leaf.
I love everybody. Come on now, you gotta sell us something for this damn reunion. I know you got an album to sell. That's probably why you calm down, but you know, don't lose your spark. Don't lose who K. Michelle is. You can still be a no nonsense bitch. Look at Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige won't take nothing from nobody, and she's still Mary J. Blige without being fake. She will get you together if need be. Do you want to go with somebody?
No, you know why? Because I tweeted about it. That's what I tweeted.
Boring.
I said this reunion part 1 was very boring. Hopefully it gets spiced up on part 2.
Yeah.
Because and it was too focused on Mimi, Jocelyn, and
I'm tired of them.
I feel bad for laughing, but I bust out laughing when Jocelyn started talking about how she didn't have a mom there, and it wasn't because she said she didn't have a mom, but it was just how she was trying to get her words together. It just wasn't flowing.
Rosetta Stone wasn't working.
I was like, what? Because I didn't going to say this. And then, you know what?
Wait.
If ever I needed subcaptions or whatever you call them, closed captions. Closed captions. That's what I needed.
Oh, God.
Because, you know, it's bad enough when Jocelyn's not crying and she's talking. But her crying and talking at the same damn time.
And Mama D with that motherfucking headpiece. Oh my God,
Mama D looked just like
that cheap looking headpiece.
I'm gonna tell you who Mama D looked like.
Oh God, I'm gonna see this picture. Oh God, Mama D.
And you know what, Shay and Erica.
Yeah, Shay and Erica.
First of all, they tried it right here.
Oh, about that Rihanna taught me. I seen that one.
Okay, they tried it right there. But wait.
Go off, Mama D. I was trying to. She do. Shoot Avery.
Wait.
Baby.
Sister. Mama D, if you don't take that dog collar off your forehead, okay?
Look, Mama D, you need to learn how to run your own shit, okay? Get a man.
Get a man.
Run your own shit. Scrappy ain't worrying about who fucking you and everything. Scrappy is, let me tell you, Erica, Scrappy is not trying to marry you. Scrappy's not trying to marry nobody. He's too young and he want to have fun. That's how it's going to, no matter how much you may love him, he just want to have fun. He want to fuck whoever he want to fuck. Let him, if you, maybe in a couple years, 5 years, 10 years, if he check,
30
look,
years.
Baby, just do your own thing.
Yeah, because right now,
find a man that really wants you. Stop crying over this spilt milk. You have a baby, just talk, communicate with him about Imani and move on. Fuck fighting all these girlfriends. Because it seemed like Shay is comfortable too.
Yeah, Shay's very comfortable. Shay don't care.
Yeah.
She don't care.
Can't. I can't let that kind
I
of
would
life.
never be on TV,
Bitch.
with. Oh God! Oh help me, Jesus! I could never sit on TV knowing that I am fucking somebody who has somebody, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, and
the dick must be that good for these girls to be acting like that.
And you know what? They sit and the guys sit back there and they love it.
They love it. But I ain't that fucking stupid to be like, oh no, no, fuck that. I'll just give it up one and I'll keep fucking who I want to fuck too. All that you got to be with me. No, he ain't got to be with you. He's not going to be with you because if he's doing this with you while he's with somebody else, what make you think he's going to settle for you?
That's right.
He's going to do the same thing to somebody else. And then you going to be fighting the other chick. Fuck that. That one person has to change.
I'm not fighting nobody for nobody unless we are married and, you know, something. First of all, I'm not fighting nobody. If the person I'm with is cheating on me with somebody else, I'm not fighting nobody else for them. Go ahead, go.
And Tracy and Drew, let me just say this.
Oh my God.
Y'all storyline is fake.
And it's corny.
Fake as fuck.
And because Drew can't seem to keep a serious face to save his life. No. Everything he's laughing at. Tracy can't keep a serious face. And then Tracy don't want to admit that she still wants Drew.
She do.
And she don't want to admit it.
He just, I hate to say this, but he just looked like, if she's yelling and screaming, he just put his dick in her mouth and shut her up. Because that's what it, like,
that's the type of relationship they look like they have. A goofy fucking relationship.
Yeah.
That anything fucking goes. Like, oh, just shut up. Like, a serious argument don't seem to happen in the house because every time she's serious, he's like, what are you talking about?
She ain't got no argument. Ain't that what you call him, Stevie J last year? Because you ain't got no fucking argument. You mad about who he fucking and he's not with you. What kind of sense is that? I don't give a fuck how many kids y'all have together. He ain't fucking you no more, so you mad. That's the storyline you gave. I need something better than that. And then, why the fuck you ain't fighting him about that $25,000? Like,
right.
You got $25 fucking $1,000.
You know why she's not fighting him about that? Because she never gave it to him. That's a whole fake story too.
It's $25K. Let me get somebody $25K and I ain't got no results.
Walking away, because money don't walk.
No.
It may walk once it's in my pocket.
I will fuck Drew up and everybody else involved in that situation. $25K, fuck that.
Tracy, I'm not buying it that you gave him $25,000. I'm just not. I'm not even buying that
she don't even look like she has
$25,000. I'm not even buying that you have $25,000. And I'm not buying that it was that easy for you to go and get $25,000.
My fucking name too. On that note, I want to say thank y'all for watching the Scorpion Show. I want to say shout out to everybody that has Focus T25, Sean T's new little workout thing. My thighs hurt, my core, which is my stomach.
Oh, stop acting like you're not used to your thighs hurting.
Yeah, it do hurt.
I said stop acting like you're not used to it.
Oh no, why would my thighs be hurting? I ain't used to that kind of stuff. You trying that? But yes, so shout out to y'all that got it. If you want it, keep doing it. Weight don't come on overnight, and you won't lose it overnight. That's for anybody out there.
That's right.
So we want to. Oh, and you know that's right. Look at that. I remember it wasn't like that 5 years ago.
It wasn't. 5 years ago, I was bored.
Can you imagine? Go back and look at our old videos from 5 years ago.
Oh my God.
I was a good 30 pounds lighter. And I still had my little baby face popping off. We look like teenagers. Well, I did at least. But yes, I tried it.
I beg your pardon. I beg all of your pardon because there's a whole lot of pardon to beg.
Yeah, you try. You try. But look, make sure y'all catch Iyanla this weekend so y'all won't be out the loop on what's going on. It's supposed to be the husband and wife with the 2 kids.
Y'all need to look for that episode that we just talked about with the 14 kids. And please do me a favor and tweet this video to Iyanla and tweet the part where we are talking about that. You ain't gotta tell her to watch the whole video, but just tweet the
you
part.
know Iyanla's granddaughter's watching.
Well, yeah.
I forgot her name. Oh my God, it was a pretty name.
It's
Nia Moja. Nia Moja.
I think.
Shout out to her going to William and Mary. And I hope you told your classmates to watch, even though Iyanla said they wouldn't watch.
And she knew I didn't watch either. Okay, but we ain't gonna say it on camera. But Iyanla said it straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not gonna watch.
Yes.
Because she knew.
Okay.
And she knew why. We knew why too. No, Kevin didn't know why in the beginning.
Thank y'all for watching.
At first he didn't catch on, but I caught right on. I said, oh, okay.
But thank y'all for watching. We out here. We will see you guys next week with the new video. Listen, don't be mad. We only got time for one video next week. Because next week we're going to be running around like a head's cut off, you know, trying to get this stuff together for the barbecue. Rain or shine, it's going down.
It's going down.
August 17th.
You know why? I told you how you hurt me, baby.
I finally seen that performance from Philly, and she did kill it. I must have zoned out. I really must have zoned out because I don't remember her performing that. On the YouTube.
Yeah, she killed. But she killed all the IQ performances. This is it right here. Where she has
That's the new one.
Yeah, in New York.
Oh, she was too fancy. She changed her whole setup. I heard.
She did. Because you know she had the whole Bow Down there. That set with her and Jay-Z and Tom Ford and Bow Down and Diva, the way that meshed together, that was classic. And just watching that short little clip showed me, and I've been saying this for about a good 2 or 3 years, that they really need to do a tour together. Because that shit would be total pandemonium. It would sell out. I know they wouldn't do a world tour together, but I'm sure probably a few cities overseas and then a U.S. tour.
You want to talk about getting tickets?
That would here go my sister. My sister gonna say to me last night. She gonna say minutes and sell out in seconds.
Okay.
It would. Tickets. And a beehive. It ain't gonna be no beehive.
And I'm gonna go see Jay-Z next Tuesday.
And my sister is too. My sister says she has floor seats for $175.
Floor?
I said,
I didn't get those floor. I don't do that.
Yeah, that's what she said.
If I ain't got
said, how do you got floor seats for $175? But then I'm trying to figure out how is it going to be.
I heard that Justin performs, Jay-Z come out. Justin performs,
well, you
Jay-Z
know Justin's
come out.
Going to perform.
Then they perform together.
So that's how it was at the Mary J. Blige concert with him and Jay-Z.
I really wish I went to that concert.
Oh, it was amazing, Kevin. It was so amazing.
I'm still trying to see Mary J. Blige
Jay-Z is fucking legendary. He's legend. And Jay-Z to be over 40 years old and can still grab a crowd. He don't even need the opening act. When you really think about it, him and Beyonce, they both don't need opening acts. You know, you got some artists who needs an opening act to bring in, but you got Jay-Z who's over 40 and he's...
The first time I experienced a Jay-Z concert, I bought his Fade to Black DVD. It was supposed to be his little retirement thing. I mean, they fucking killed it. And I enjoyed watching it. Then the second time I watched Jay-Z when he did that Madison Square Garden concert.
when Beyonce came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
And did Crazy in Love.
That was amazing too.
Yeah.
But then the concert that he did for the people for 9/11.
Yeah.
But no, not 9/11.
Yeah, right.
Was it 9/11?
It was 9/11.
No, it was some...
It was on 9/11.
No, it wasn't on 9/11.
It was a September concert.
It may have been, you know what? It may have been an anniversary. I think it was like the 10th anniversary.
Yeah, I remember watching it.
Yeah, you're right.
We all watched it together.
And it was like, 2011, and he did that 10th at Madison Square Garden. And then that's when Rihanna and all them came out, and that's when Beyonce did Diva.
That was a fun concert. I know I'm gonna have.
Oh, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah, I know I am. It's gonna be good.
And I'm sure Justin Timberlake gonna do the damn thing too.
Yes, his album is good. And then Justin said, "Bitch, I've already sold 2 million albums, and I'm releasing a new album this September." Justin, you better fucking do that shit. You better do it, especially when you got the fans to buy in it. Your album.
What? Wait. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this text message. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to one more person. Don't grunt. Say no. Trent. I want to give Trent a shout out because Trent put out a video yesterday where he was talking about how to properly promote R&B artists, and it was good. He talked for a straight 30 minutes, but it was really, really good, and I encourage you to watch it, especially if you stand for certain artists. Like he gave his praise, and then he got on some people need to be got on. It was really, really good, and I want y'all to check it out and tell him I sent y'all. So yeah.
Wait, he did what?
He did a video talking about how artists don't really promote their projects like that anymore. And he was saying how they don't have a strong work ethic. And he went in on Sierra because he said, you was on 106 & Park all week, and then you're going to tweet a picture talking about, okay, I'm going on vacation after your album just came out. Who does that? Who goes on vacation after you release an album? Somebody that don't care. Now, I was going through her Instagram trying to find the pictures, and she was on a beach with
no promotion.
With no, what's her name? With Future.
And you know what's so funny? Because her fans are making excuses.
It's no excuses. You can't make no more excuses.
You know why I don't care no more? Because my fucking fave released an album 2 fucking years ago and is on a world fucking tour now in almost every fucking city that she's been in thus far, because she's done 61 shows thus far, has been sold fucking out. It has been such a successful tour that she had to actually add more dates, and so now she won't be over until December of this year. Get your fucking life. And this album is 2 years old, and this album didn't even really garner a #1 single from the Hot 100 charts at all, but she still managed to pull it the fuck off. That's what you call.
She hasn't had a #1 song in 5 years.
No, she hasn't. But guess what? She has a #1 fucking tour. Get your fucking life.
We out of here.